Hey, what's up, guys? This is Philip Williams from WillJamsBeats.com. Man, I'm so excited today because I get a chance to just kind of get a break today, and I'm really excited. I'm actually in my car right now, driving on my way to get my hair cut. It's about 7:14 in the morning, and then after that, I'm gonna hurry up and run to the store real quick, and then go back home. And my wife is going to pack some lunches, pack some sandwiches, because I am going fishing today. I love to fish. I love to get out on the water and just catch fish. That is one of the, that is just a great time for me, a time where I can get away and just enjoy the nature, unplug from electronics, unplug from the studio, unplug from all of that, and just get out there and just catch some fish, man. And so we'll be on a boat, and so I'll do that later on the day. But I just wanted to hit you guys up and just share something, because when I was getting ready last night, getting my poles and everything ready, and getting my lures together, sometimes I use live bait, but today the type of fish we're going to be catching is a bass fish, and it's a game fish, and we're going to use like artificial bait. So we're going to use like regular bait. And if you're not a fisherman, please please stay with me, because this is what I thought about it. I think that even this will apply to music, and it'll apply to us as artists, or producers, those that actually do music, and especially if you're looking to advertise, market, promote your music. Because you want to generate sales with your music. So I was getting my stuff ready, right? Getting my equipment ready, and I was just looking at all the different types of bait. And I'm not a expert fisherman. I'm kind of a weekend warrior. I kind of know a little bit, but not enough to say that I really know what I'm doing. But just I know a little bit. So But I do know that there are certain types of bait that will catch certain types of fish. And there are also, types of bait that you would use for a fish in a certain season that you wouldn't use at a different type of season. So, you have to really pay attention to the type of the bait and the type of tackle that you're using, because you want to make sure that you not only catch the right species of fish, but you want to present it in a way that fish is going to want to bite. In other words, if you present a type of fish, a type of bait to a fish, and they're not interested in that type of bait during that season, you'll never catch that fish that you want to catch. You really have to think like a fish. That probably sounds kind of weird. Sounds kind of crazy. Think like a fish. How do you think like a fish? Well, you think about, the location. First, you think about where that type of fish would be, right? So where would that fish be? During this time frame, during this season, during the summer, where does that fish like to hang out, right? And then from there, you think about, okay, now I think I found where they like to hang out, the largest amount of them like to hang out. Okay, so now what is the type of, what is their food source? What are they eating right now, right? And so once you think about that, think about where they're at, what they like, then you can start to develop a plan, an action plan, to create or put together the specific type of bait that will attract the specific type of fish you want in the specific location. Stay with me, because I'm getting somewhere here. So once you have that formula put together, then it becomes easy. It becomes easy to catch fish from that point. And all it is, because you know where they're at, and you know what they like, and you've presented it to them. Now it's just the presentation that you deliver to that particular fish with the bait that you know that they like. How does that apply to your music? Well, let me just tell you this. A month ago, I went down to south. I went down south. I went down to Louisiana and fished in the Gulf of Mexico. And boy, did we give the right presentation. Like, we slayed those fish. We were catching fish out of, it's saltwater fish, and we were catching big red snapper. I mean, this stuff is like, 20-pound fish we were pulling out. I mean, 18 inches. I mean, it was just incredible. I have to throw some pictures up so you guys can see if those that are interested. But just amazing. And we were dialed in. We knew where they were. We knew what type of bait they wanted. And we got on them, right? And so what I'm saying is, when it comes to your music, you need to be really specific, and you need to be really targeted and be thinking about your fans, thinking about where do your fans hang out the most, right? Where do they hang out the most? And where is the largest amount of them together? Where do they congregate? If you think about a church on Sunday morning, like, where are all the Christians at? Right? They're all together somewhere. Like, they're all at church. Maybe not Christian, maybe, even though Christians are all over the place at different churches, you do know that they're at church, right? And so if someone wanted to advertise or market to a particular group of people like Christians, they could, because they know where they're at. And now all you got to do is provide the right information that that they want to see. What am I saying? You need to know where your fans are at. You need to know where they're at, and then you need to be willing to provide the right bait, if you will, or provide the right information that they like, that they want to consume, right? And serve that area, serve that group of people. So, like, for instance, if you have fans and they're interested in music, they're interested in your type of music, but they're also interested in a certain message or a certain idea, then you want to start delivering that message and that idea. And guess what? What's most important is your story. What's most important is your background. Listen, like, for real, let me just kind of explain this. So if you're old enough to have lived in the 90s, you know about Tupac. I mean, like, back in the day, like, I was listening to Tupac. I shouldn't have been listening to Tupac, but I was listening to Tupac. Do you know that they are, you know what? Tupac is still relevant even in this day and age. Like, and we see more documentary videos about Tupac than we see his music. Why is that? Because Tupac did an excellent job conveying his story. And his story has lived on even beyond his music. People still listen to his music. Whether, I don't know whether you like his music or not. I don't listen to his music anymore, right? But I do know that he's still relevant, and I do know that people watch his story and are captivated by his story, like, every day. You see it all over social media. Why is that? Because he was effective with speaking a specific message to a specific group of people, and that story is what stuck. So how do you take that type of information? How do you apply that to your situation? Well, your story is what matters. The music, yeah, that's cool, that's dope. But the thing is, music is going to change. Music is going to evolve or change or progress, whereas your story is your story. Can't nobody change that. Can't nobody take that away from you. Your story is, people will identify with your story. And so that's how you connect with your fans, through your story. Yeah, they'll like your music, but when the music goes off, the thing that they're going to remember the most is your unique story. So don't be afraid to share your story and develop it. And the best way I can tell you to share your story or to develop a story is just start sharing it, right? The first couple times it's going to be kind of awkward, right? It's going to be nerve-wracking. You're going to be nervous. You're not going to know what to say, but you just share it anyway. And the more you do it, the more confident you'll get at it, and the more you'll begin to gain your voice and get a voice, and you'll get, like, more you'll get more comfortable with being able to share that story, and you'll start to connect with more and more people. I promise you. But you got to start sharing your story. You got to be willing to be a little vulnerable, to allow people in to see the real you. And you're going to connect with the people. You're going to connect with people that will want to follow you, that will want to support you, that will want to buy your music, they'll want to buy your t-shirts, they'll want to buy your different merchandise, they'll buy everything you got. The people that really connect with you, right? And that's really who you want. That's who you want to target. You don't want to target every single person in the country, in the world. You don't want to target every single person in the country. You want to target a specific person. Just like when I go fishing, there's a specific type of fish I want to target. And so I'm not trying to catch every single fish in the water. I want to get a specific type of fish. So I got to go to the right area. I got to pick the right bait. And then I got to share and present what I have to offer to them. And I know that's what they want, right? So, hey, this is Philip Williams, WillJamesBeats.com. Again, I'm excited today, man. I want you to go out and apply what I just shared on this audio message, or if you're reading the blog, just apply this to your life, apply this to your situation. If you have questions about what I just shared, feel free to drop a comment, a question in the comments box, and I'll be sure to get to it as soon as I can, and hopefully help you out. This is Philip Williams from WillJamesBeats.com. Hey, by the way, before I get off of here, if you want to get more tips, more information, and just some support by me and others in a community of artists that really want to help each other, definitely click on the link below where you can get free private access to my private Facebook group, the official WillJamesBeats.com Facebook group. And you're welcome to get into that. All you got to do is click that link and request to join. And once I get that notification, then I'll let you in. And man, you can be a part of that community where you can learn, develop, and grow, and also share with other artists. And so we can build together, all right? So this is your boy Philip Williams from WillJamesBeats.com. Thanks for rolling with me, and I'll see you on the next audio and video. Take care. Bye.